Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. And as you can clearly see, I did go back to the Nether. I went back to the Nether with a vengeance. I managed to kill quite a few blazes, and I broke one blaze rod down into two blaze powder and made two eyes of ender. And I turned another one into a brewing stand, which is in the inn, just behind the bar counter, on top of the furnace. And I also, in my spare time, decided to make a little fountain. Nothing too fancy, just sort of standard, but seems to be a lot of moss stone on it. So, with there being a lot of moss stone, I'm gonna see what we can do about that. But in the meantime, I think I'll quickly make something new and awesome. It's going to be coming out with 1.3. It's in the new snapshot, and it is quite possibly the most amazing addition to the game. Got 8 obsidian up here, and all it needs now is an Eye of Ender. And then we have an Ender chest. Now, Ender chests are very special and very awesome. And, ooh, what's this lever do? I'm sure it's nothing important. Ender chests, what they do is whatever items you put in one appears in all of them. So no matter how many Ender chests you have scattered around your world or around your city, anything that you put inside of one will be, you can grab from any other one, so it's basically an instantaneous transportation of objects that you can't have on your inventory. It's like having a whole other inventory on you. And obviously my armor's in bad shape from having to kill a whole hell of a lot of blazes. I actually got up to level 33, and then I used a level 8 enchantment on this bow and got power 1. Which I could have gotten from a level 1 enchantment, which takes only mining like 5 coal. Yet I killed about 100 blazes. I am not impressed. So we've got this fountain, and one of those blocks moved. Because I have a sticky piston under here, which runs along a wire all the way underneath the house into that lever that I hit. It actually was important. I lied. So if we head down here, we have an uber secret chest room with one chest missing. So what are we going to put there? We're going to put the ender chest there. And in the ender chest, we're going to put all of our very, very important items, which, if we're ever in need of these things at anywhere on the map, we can just quickly plop down an ender chest and grab them just like that, because ender chests are awesome. Now, I'm only gonna have the one because I haven't built any places where I'm gonna have another one yet, but they will be coming. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of other chest rooms just because obviously I need room in my chests. If you've been watching, I run out of space very easily because I grab everything. But I'm gonna leave this here for now. And the other sweet thing about ender chests is if I took out this diamond pickaxe and mined it away, the items would not pop out to me. They would simply be banished into oblivion until I build another ender chest, at which point I would be able to just grab them out of it right then and there. So it actually saves your items even if you have no ender chests active. But the thing is, I don't want to mine it up because unless you have a silk touch diamond pickaxe, when you mine it up you only get the 8 obsidian back, you don't get the Eye of Ender back. And I only have one other Eye of Ender because I haven't run into many endermen, and when I do confront them for being on my front lawn, they just run away and they teleport off and I never see them again, which is really weird because in all my other experiences I'd see them, I'd hit them, and they would teleport off, and then when I would leave the cave, if I found them in a cave, if I left that cave about, oh, I don't know, an hour later, they would be at the surface waiting for me, and they would just jump me and beat the living shit out of me pretty much instantly. But there we have the brewing stand, and of course it's on a furnace, which, just like having the torch on the crafting table, it's not how you can't normally place it there, but there is the stair block behind it, and you just try to place it onto the stair block and it pops right onto the furnace. So with the secret little chest room all nice and set up and having all my good stuff in there, I'm going to pause really quick and do some more work on the inn, and then I will be back to show you what I've updated. Alright, so I finished up all the walls and put in the windows where they need to go. Only 2 bits of dirt that need to have grass spread onto them, which is good. I'm gonna have to add in more flower beds, like these windows here, and then probably the one on the back as well. But that's another thing I'm gonna have to do off camera, just because it takes so long and it's not entertaining to watch. I have a nice little sofa here, or sofa bench type deal, and then just a little counter kind of table going on. Kept going with the stone slab trim all the way around the top, even though there's going to be at least one more layer of cobblestone on top of that before the roof happens. And to keep the lighting glitch from happening, I had to add on more slabs to here just to make it equivalent of full blocks so that the lighting glitch doesn't come through, just because I'd rather have just like this little like bump down for a little bit, which actually adds a little bit of character and detail, I guess, and also gives this window a bit more of a nice frame than have just random black spots on the top, which is the reason why it's so empty up there. Because if I put a whole bunch more stuff up there, then I get the lighting glitch even more, which I really don't want. So taking a look at it from the outside, it's looking pretty good. The trim adds a nice touch. It separates it from any of the other buildings so far. Even though they all do look pretty similar, they've all got the raw wood trim and mainly made of cobblestone, and then it was only on the blacksmith that I introduced the stone bricks up here, and then on this one I added in the stone slabs, because it's always nice to have something different. Patio in here has been done for a while, and that pretty much will wrap up what we see of the inn being constructed on camera. What I want to do is I want to have it so that the roof is fairly steep on one side, which would be this side, and then sort of more shallow, like with slabs on this side, just so that it gives the rooms a bit more height and sort of breaks up the monotony of the roof. I've done triangle roof over there, done slab roof on that one. I think it'll be nice to get a bit of a mix between the two. So at the moment I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do next. Obviously we have to think of something, because if we don't, then the series kind of dies, and I don't want it to die with only 3 buildings being built. I would still got to try and come up with a really nice plan for the inside of the long haul. I haven't forgotten about it, obviously, because it's huge. It shows up on the map no matter where I am if I look at a map. But what I'm thinking about doing next is getting a nice man, I'm so torn. I want to expand. Tree's glitching me. I want to expand over in this direction, get that mill sorted out, and maybe a few other buildings. And I also want to expand over in that direction, because if I just go over here and show you, I want to build a nice little farmer's house, or the shepherd's house, however you want to look at it. I want it to be built sort of like here, into the hill a bit, kind of like we saw done over there. It won't be particularly big house. It'll probably be similar to the size of the original one. But then I want to have over here, well, I guess more in just this general area where I'm standing, I want this to be the permanent residence of the sheep, because having them down there is not where I want them to stay, because they just baa constantly, and it's not really the thing that you want in the city center. I think that having them over there will be up the hill, will be far enough separated. But what I really, really want to do next is, since I do have the two farms already spaced fairly wide apart, and they are sort of on the outskirts of the little town center, I think that I can get away with a little market stall somewhere around here, either on this side of the tavern or on the other side, because having it built here would be just too small. Plus I have the super awesome hidden chest room now, and the cool looking fountain, which you can very freakily see through and see the water flowing, but it doesn't come out. It's magic. Either over here or, as I said, on the other side, have a nice little stall, you know, something kind of quaint, but then I want to have in it a nice little hidden away, I lost my track of thought. Nice little hidden away, not necessarily trapdoor, but more of a piston entrance, sort of like we have here, which you can't see right now because of magic. A nice little hidden away piston entrance underneath the stall that leads you down into a automatic mushroom farm, because I've got quite a lot of mushrooms from my recent raids into the Nether, and I want to be able to actually put those to good use. So I'm gonna have to really choose between these two sides, or where exactly I want this stall to be. Actually, I think having it here, like beside the blacksmith, would be pretty cool, because I'm pretty sure there's no caves under there, which will make my job of making the mushroom farm so much easier. And I want it to be automated, so I want there to be redstone lamps that you just turn on at the flick of a switch, and that makes all but at least one of each type of mushroom pop out of the ground, because it's too light and they can't grow when it's too light. And then you can turn off the lights and quickly run around, grab all the mushrooms, and then just leave and wait for more to spawn naturally. Which, yeah, I'm really thinking this will be the spot. So this tree is going to have to come down. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do next. So I think this is about a good time to end the video. I know it's going to be a bit short, but did show off the water fountain, which was a nice little cheeky thing that we built with the hidden chest room. And we are going to, when we come back in the next episode, I will have a nice little foundation laid out for the mushroom farm, and the next episode should include a nifty little tutorial on how to build a little piston secret hidden entrance. And I'm going to try and get it so that it's not exactly like the ones that you see in the jungle temples, because you have to mine things out to be able to actually get out of it. I want it to be like, maybe even have it push a ladder into into place that you can climb down. I'm not entirely sure if that's possible with sticky pistons or not, but we'll find out, and we will do that next episode. So stay tuned, and if you like this series, subscribe. If you like the video, leave a like, leave comments if you have any questions, suggestions, things that you'd like to see in the future. If you'd like to see any tutorials from things that I've already done, I don't mind going through it step by step, even doing the dreaded thing of taking things apart and then rebuilding them to show you how it's done. So until next time, I will see you later.